wants to do this time around? Any other, because you have more, have you used all your turn markers?
No.
So, what, anything else you want to go after? Aha, and he is right here. And who has Maisie? Here. Okay, so Maisie for persuasion is going to be a 10, which is pretty easy. Wait, sorry, no, sorry, a 14. But she would be an 8 for seduction.
Can I quickly see those?
Right. So that's so 14 for persuasion and 8 for seduction. The senator for persuasion is his persuasion defense plus 4.
Defense 12, power 2, and
okay, so that's 14 plus 3, 17.
17, yeah.
Right.
And if I've got persuasion 22, what does that mean?
7, that would mean you have to roll 5 or less.
Okay.
Unless you want to spend power. Here, depending on what you want to do, persuade or seduce, okay?
I've got 15 in seduction.
She ain't very sharp.
No,
Yeah.
no.
He would be, that would be an 8 or less. Oh, sorry, 7 or less.
Alright.
Yeah. 7 or less for seduction, if you wanted to do that. Persuasion, you would have what? Coming in. What's your persuasion? 22 minus 14 is going to be 8 or less.
Okay.
Interesting. She's a pushover for seduction, but he's bad at it. Yeah. Yeah, that's very fun.
On the railroad commission, what does it mean that there's only one number on the investigation?
Okay, listen, we're really trying to figure out what Cliff is doing right now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think he'll go after Maisie.
With persuasion.
What was the difference again?
8 or less is what you would roll.
Yeah.
Okay, and do you want to spend any power? Do you have any more power to spend power markers?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Do you want to make a better roll?
Things from you solve because they reset.
okay, yeah.
And I would also be defending here.
Oh, you go right ahead. Yeah.
So that was plus 3 the difficulty.
So that's something else, correct?
That would be accent.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Get rid of that. Yeah.
All counted, you
So-
need to roll 10 or less.
You spent 2 power?
5 power.
5 power.
But also 3 defense.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I counted it all at once.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead. And yes, Maisie is yours. You have spoken with her. Cliff is lining up his activist power base here, right? Yeah. Okay.
You consider flirting, but he will understand.
I'm trying. We'll
Senator, please. Senator.
Yeah.
Sorry. My eyesight.
Anything else for this turn?
Yeah, what else? I don't understand what more I can do.
Are you still have turn markers?
What does it,
You can do 3 things.
yeah, I have done 1 thing. I don't know what more I can do
Okay.
3 more things.
2 more things, and you can use them to protect, just in case, if you want. Or you can have Bobby actually do a thing all by himself, like Jock told him to, right?
Right.
Or you can have one of your minions do something.
Yeah, I'm thinking about letting my, perhaps Bobby himself will try to investigate about the real estate, the deed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How
Yeah.
can we play
That deed to Southport, right?
That's something Eddie would also be interested in doing.
That sounds to me like something that comes for the next turn. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And
it
I
hasn't
don't
come
do
up
that.
as an issue
No.
in this time around.
And now what can I do more then?
If not, then not. Unless you want to.
Did dinner.
Pamela might want to do something as well.
Yeah.
Depending on.
Oh, talk to me.
Yeah, I was thinking the Texas Railroad Commission, that was like, were they like on the television like at this meeting?
Yes.
They were at the
That was-
meeting, they were
yeah.
holding the meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So basically, but then again, you got it housed during this scene, right?
Doesn't mean
it doesn't mean anything, so he can still go for it.
he's got a turn with a turn marker. you
Yeah,
can
I
do
have
it.
2 turn markers.
Okay.
Not that I managed to touch. Anyway, what I was asking about before, what does it mean that the Texas Railroad Commission only has 1 number on its investigation?
Can I see, please? It seems to me as though, I have no direct answer to that question.
The reasonable assumption would be that
The
it's just
the
the same
reasonable
number.
assumption is that it's just you use the same number, but up here in coercion,
Yeah.
they have the same number too.
Yeah, true.
So I really don't know.
Probably that's just defensive then. Maybe it can't be offensive.
The thing is,
because
it's I saw a number that has 011.
okay, then it's just weird.
Then it's just weird.
Wait,
It's a number. Let's just use it.
Correct. We'll just use it as 99.
Yeah.
Okay.
considering
None of the others are like that I'm looking at. So
I was interested in specifically making an investigation check to affect them specifically, for looking up those articles, like finding those articles regarding the effects of getting oil from the ground,
I see.
and
Okay.
specifically referring them to Texas Railroad Commission.
Okay.
So can I have the dice?
So who is doing this?
Pamela Barnes.
Now we are assuming that Bobby tells a lot of these things to
Yeah.
Kat. Okay.
Yeah, and I saw the news too. I watched
Right.
TV. Now we can assume they have a 9 investigation defense.
Yep.
'Cause
Mhm.
I have 23 investigation effect.
Wait, do they have power?
3.
Three.
So 12. So
You have said you had 21?
23.
Okay, 23. Right.
23 minus 11, that is 12.
Correct. If it's 12, then you don't have to roll.
Yeah, and he has no power now.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
I just get
It's a
this.
different
Yeah.
level of well, it doesn't really matter. It's one of those.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again? What is the
What's the
difference?
difference? 11 or 12. Their score is 12. Power plus. That's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 and 23. So the difference is 11.
Now you have to roll.
Oh, okay.
The boxcars means you fail. Okay, now there you go.
Yeah, now the Texas Railroad Commission is mine.
That's correct. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, that's really what I want.
anything else?
The senator wants to get a hold of his son.
Ah,
That apparently was in play. Of course.
The son is having a fine time around Dallas. In fact, he's
Yeah.
really wondering about that one girl
Yeah.
that he met.
And the senator's really trying to get a
No,
hold of
even
his.
better.
He's
No,
trying to get
even
a hold of
better.
his
I
son.
will tell you where the son has been.
Yeah.
Sorry. The son, I did not get a chance to play during that episode. I was planning on playing him in the next bit. So maybe we should wait,
Yeah, we can wait.
okay?
Yeah.
Because he hasn't shown up. Okay, so I know where.
The son is. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I have,
Yeah.
can I take control over Alexis?
you are, wait,
Do I need that? Do I need to do that? Or does she just help me anyway?
you know that's true. I actually can just concede it's up to the director to just concede.
Yeah.
But let's take a look here. Oh, yes, the employee of Ewing Oil. Persuasion of 11. Seduction of 7, but that would be really scummy. Interestingly enough, an investigation, both of offense and defense, of 19. Alexis will dig and she will block, right? But for our purposes, persuasion 11. Where are you?
The senator
13
will
or
also
less?
go.
She's yours. Okay.
When you're friend,
And remember though, that does use a turn marker, even if you're getting it full. Okay, last call.
I have 1 turn marker left, so I just want to see if there's anything. Like, I don't want to waste the turn marker.
I know, hold on. Do you have something specific you want to accomplish right this second? Or do you want to?
No, I'll just use it on defending the Texas Railroad Commission.
Okay, or you can look, I didn't want to stop you from checking things out if you want. Okay. Let's go to something that's more definite at the moment. Yes.
maybe local press?
Okay, the local press, they are very difficult to persuade or coerce, or to investigate, I might add.
Mhm.
I think that's a NA.
But once you have the local press, Every single investigation you make by any character is +1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you want to what's your persuade?
22.
22, so that would give you, oh shit, that 22 against 27. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah,
Okay, you spent all
yeah. Not that Cliff has much anyway, in comparison to some. Okay, ready?
Ready.
Let's go.
Last.
Yeah, well, I don't know, I wasn't at the meeting, but I went to talk to the center and the department of interior about my land development.
That will be next time.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's power markers refresh. Right? Turn markers back in place. And since I am behind schedule for certain aspects of the plot, Sue Ellen, whom we have not seen in person, is at her in your boutique, right? And this fellow who is looks like a particularly clean and well proportioned version of a cowboy, unlike the ranch hand of Jim Lowe, who is actually a cowboy, right? Is actually like saying, to you, so you look. He's at SMU, the local university, and is saying, I haven't seen you at the university. And it says, so what are you majoring there? Working here, at this boutique, right? You fucking own the boutique, right? And so, but he's definitely, so, you look like he's thinking he's about 22, right? So you are.
No. Welcome to my shop. I own this shop. It's like so what do you looking for actually?
He does an MRI scan,
Yeah.
right? Spotting a ring as well.
Like just turn a little bit.
Yeah. And he was saying, he likes the look of all these clothes here. They go. He says they look like they suit me pretty well. He takes his hat off, right? They look like some of these things here suit me pretty well. These upscale cowboy themed, Western themed wear, right? So he says, yeah, I'm Ralph. Born and raised Texan. Glad to be in Dallas. Working on my degree in business,
Oh, I see.
In business majors in school, you learn to do a logarithm graph, and then they give you a degree. that's pretty much. Oh, and a copy of the Fountainhead. Right. Yeah. So that's pretty much exactly what you're going to get there. Okay, so let's see. We have. Yeah, so anyway, he's just chatting you up. He's, you want to ask anything about him or what he's doing and stuff like that?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's like welcome to my shop. What do you looking for? Something particularly to dress?
He's looking at things and poking around. What he really wants is your attention. So therefore, he's asking your opinion about, different things and is are you going to tell him anything personal at all, or make conversation beyond just being a shop person?
Well, I guess yes, like I make a brief introduction, yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just try this on, right? And as he's like trying this on, the little doors, which are of course in the Western themed wear, they're like saloon doors, of course, right? Well, one of them doesn't quite close all the way. As you get a nice shot of his, his torso there. Yeah, and so he wants to. He did you give him your last name at all?
No, sorry. What's your last name? Sorry.
No. I'm asking. I'm saying, did you say? Right. So he says, what's the name of that? He says, let me ask the shop owner, what's the name of that amazing store assistant who's been helping me out so much?
Ewing, Sue Ellen Ewing. That's my real name. They call me Shepherd, you know. Shepherd Shop, that's why.
The shop. Ewing.
By the way,
There's a whole. Oh. Oh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. I don't know if you recognize me, but
Oh yeah, I'm Ralph Ben Tochter. Yeah. You know, I've got to. You know, there is something you can help me with. You know, my father, he's trying to throw his weight around here, and I was just thinking if you or anyone you know sees a reason to maybe settle him down a little bit. You know, the guy needs to relax and enjoy life a bit and spend more time with his son.
oh yeah. Don't tell me about that. I have a son. It's all for me, like all for me. Like,
Okay.
It's very important for me to just spend time.
Okay.
With my son.
That's my phone. He says when he's leaving, I can't wait to tell everyone. I met Sue Ellen Ewing and what I thought of her. Like,
Oh no.
that's not. Because as long as I have this car, I can make Ralph be a huge pain in the ass for absolutely everybody. So, yeah.
I come out of the door like that.
Yeah. It's all well and good if nobody sees me for it, right?
Is this a point where I can say like, I think Lucy's showing up to have lunch with Sue Ellen.
Is that?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's
then.
just showing up at the store. At this
Okay,
moment.
yeah, and
As
no
he's
problem.
as he's starting to leave,
Oh,
Lucy's showing up, making a
really?
big entrance to have lunch with Sue Ellen.
Before Ralph leaves?
Yeah, just before.
Oh, there he is. Just he's delivered his exit line, and it's like, there you are. Well, I get the idea Lucy can teleport. Right? I mean,
Yeah, just like
that's
independent.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually says teleportation.
Yeah, I believe it, yeah.
So she has to look up and down. Ralph just gives him like this big Lucy branded smile, and she is like, Lucy Ewing, pleasure to meet you.
And he's like, oh, so that's what. Okay, and he's like, Ralph,
And you are?
right? He says, Ralph Ben Tochter.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so,
yeah.
of course, and he will say, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I didn't realize that the Ewing family, he doesn't quite know how to say it. He's like,
Well, yeah, I was actually just about to go to lunch with Sue Ellen here. So, would you care to join us for lunch?
are you sisters?
No.
She's my niece.
I'm laughing for a different reason than she's laughing.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm like, no way. And she's like, oh, well.
Ralph, swiftly realizing that he is outmatched in a wide variety of variables here, decides to be very, very accommodating and charming. Says, well, I wouldn't want to interrupt, but it's been such a pleasure to meet you. Do you live in the city, Lucy?
Oh, I live in Southport, of course.
Southport. I have never seen that ranch.
You have to come by for our South Fork
You
barbecue sometime.
You don't say.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Well, when would such a barbecue be?
Oh, there will actually be one this Sunday. So
Heretofore unannounced.
yeah, I'm just making this up. Like as this, I was like, I'm having a party.
I'll be there.
And you'll, yeah, of course, see you then.
Take care, Lucy. Turns. He's already said goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't think to say goodbye again. Goes off with Lucy's branded smile swimming before his eyes.
And me with the like a
Yeah.
split